So, in a couple months, I am going to be going down to Salem, Massachusetts to be attending the Fiber Witch Festival. I'm so excited, and I do plan to be attending the little gala that they put on Saturday night, where you're supposed to kind of dress up in more formal wear. And the theme of the event is like of the sea type theme style. So, in my last vlog, I shared with you that I found this absolutely perfect mermaid themed yarn. So one of the distributors that of yarn that I work with, they had literally just put out an email advertising that they had a brand new yarn base, and it was literally called Mermaid Sparkle, and it is a rainbow stellina yarn, and it came in an alpaca, like a Surrey alpaca, and you can get it in like a couple other bases as well, like a regular fingering. I think you could even get it in like neon, like with the neon tweed bits. So I was intrigued of trying it on the Surrey alpaca because it just seemed so ethereal, and I loved just the idea of it having just such a subtle rainbow um, vibe to it. And just the name was Mermaid, it called to me. So if you wanted to check out, I just did a little blurb of me dyeing it, just totally experimental, just really just trying to capture that like mermaid seashell sea vibe. And I wanted to share how it came out. So I ended up dyeing all of it. I just had one pack, which is 10 skeins, and I believe I can't remember. I think it was this color that we were doing together. I'm pretty sure it was this one. It just came out so pretty. It's just so perfect. So I was using extremely low concentrations of neon dyes because I wanted to get pastel colors, but ones that were still bright. So I wanted light colors, but not like Easter egg colors. And I just think it just totally hits the assignment so well. And I hope you can see just that little flicker. It's so subtle, and that's what I just really love about this, the sparkle in it. It's just so teeny tiny and subtle, and I just love how it just picks up all the little rainbow flickers. So I wanted to have a couple other colors so that I could do kind of like a fade project. So I went and kind of leaned in a little bit more with the kind of purpley blues. And then this one I went a little bit more into the minty seafoam, kind of more greenish blues. So I think as a fade, it's really pretty. So kind of starting here with our minty seafoamy blues, going into like a very relaxing, almost like bits of like periwinkle, little tiny pops of purple, and then really melting into all the colors here. So really pretty. Oh, dropped one. So really happy with how this came out. And so trying to figure out, okay, now what I'm going to make. And I think I have landed on a project. And of course, like, I don't know, true Meg style, right? I did not pick anything small at all. So originally I was thinking of just like some kind of like shrug, poncho, something that I could have over my shoulders. So this is going to be in April. Salem, Massachusetts is right on the coast. So even if it is a nice warm April, it's still going to be quite breezy, quite chilly, especially at night. So I'm going to want something for my shoulders, for my dress. And honestly, last year it snowed at this event, so I'm going to want to be prepared to be cold. you know, it's at night. So I mean, even if it was like in the summer, I would still want something for my shoulders. So that is still in the plan to have something for my shoulders. So originally I was thinking some kind of like shrug or maybe like a cardigan, but I wanted something just very elegant. So that's why I was kind of thinking like a loose kind of poncho-y thing. But I found this skirt. And this is why it's crazy, because I have a dress, but I just really want to make this skirt. It's called the Paris skirt by Julia Moning. And the idea is that it's made in all scraps of your super fluffy yarn. So your mohairs and your alpacas. And you just make the skirt like as big or as small as you want it. And it just looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now I'm like, well, there is like the festival like during the day, right? So now I'm thinking that I want to make this skirt to be able to wear like to the festival itself, which means I still haven't figured out some kind of like shoulder shrug, but I do have shawls and stuff. Like I do have things that I think could already work with the dress that I have, so that's why I'm like not too worried. And I don't know, so I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna try to make this skirt because it's gonna be stunning and gorgeous, and like I just want it. So I think I'm doing it. I'm in the skirt now. So I have 10 skeins of this lace weight, so I think that's plenty. But just in case, I actually have this other yarn too that has been in my dyer stash for a while. I think this is actually like brushed merino. I don't think this is alpaca. I gotta look exactly what this is, but I'm pretty sure it might be alpaca with brushed merino, but I don't think there's any silk in this. I think the core is merino, but it's another fluffy yarn. This is fingering weight, not lace weight. But this one does have those neon neps in it, but there's no sparkle in it, just the neons. Really pretty. So I had used all the extra dye from this experiment I had used on these two skeins. So I have like a very purpley one and then a very like kind of sea foamy one. So I don't know kind of how or if I'm going to incorporate these at all, but it might be fun to incorporate maybe just one of them, like depending on which one I end up at like the end. Like I'm kind of thinking like I'll do a fade through the body of the skirt and then kind of whatever main color I end up with. Um, it might be fun to kind of have these like neon bits at the bottom. So you do hold, I haven't bought the pattern. I've just kind of looked at kind of pictures and notes, and you do hold at least 2 strands double, if not more. So I'm going to purchase the pattern so that I can properly look at the pattern. But yeah, you definitely hold at least 2 strands, if not more doubles. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like once I get towards the end, like the bottom of the skirt, it might be kind of fun to just have these little like neon pops. And I saw it in someone else's project that they added beads to the bottom of the skirt, which wow, I thought like it was beautiful. And I kind of want to do that too. So I've got so many ideas and I'm really excited. This yarn is so soft. I really like it. So I have a ton of yarn to wind up. I'm probably not going to wind these up now because I'm not going to wind them up until I know I'm going to use them. This is another one that I had just used up some extra dye on. I have to download the pattern before I kick this out because I know you use just regular yarn. When I say regular yarn, as in like a non-fuzzy yarn for the waistband. And I don't know if that's fingering weight or DK. So I just grabbed this from my kind of stash, my dyed stash of kind of random skeins that I've dyed. just in case it is a DK weight. This is DK because it kind of matches everything perfectly. So if this can work for the waistband, it's what I'll use. And again, this is just some of the extra dye. Um, it's not like a colorway that I normally stock. It's just one of those like, oh, I had some extra dye, I'll over dye this skein of yarn. So this is my DK Merino yarn base that I don't even normally carry in my shop anymore. Really good yarn though. So yeah, so if this will work, I'll use it for the band. But if it needs like fingering weight or something else, then I'll have to go stash diving. So anyway, I am going to start caking up this yarn because I'm probably going to be caking for a while. Let's get to it. I always like to fluff up my alpaca. It can just get so compacted when it's dried. So sometimes it can make And while that's going, I am going to go ahead and purchase that pattern so that I can start reviewing all of the details and see exactly what I need to do. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I've never made a skirt. I have crocheted a dress before. But yeah, I've never made a skirt. The same designer does have a dress, and the dress is gorgeous and stunning. And originally I actually was like, oh, maybe I want to do that. But I like the idea of a skirt because I feel like it opens you up to a lot more styling options. Because I know like the one thing that holds me back from wearing my crochet dress a lot is I just feel like the weight of it has kind of really pulled the top down a lot. Like the top has just kind of become a little misshapen. One of these days I keep saying I'm gonna try to maybe cut the top off. I know you can't really cut crochet, so it lives on, I'm looking at it, it lives on my mannequin now. But so that's why I like the idea of a skirt, because you know I can style it with a really nice top, and I can even knit a top, a nice, really beautiful crochet, a beautiful like tank top or a beaded or something. And I think I would wear it a lot more, and even around the seasons, because if it's going to be cold, I can wear it with a sweater. If it's going to be warm, I can wear it with a tank top or something much lighter. So I'm really excited for this. It's going to be something new, and I'm really excited to try this new yarn and to make something I've never made before. So, okay, am I logging in? Making sure I'm logging into my account. Okay, so I am going to check out this pattern, continue to review order. I'm doing too many things at once. And I'm going to wind up this yarn. And I guess I'll see you maybe in a couple days when hopefully I have something to share with you. Please like and subscribe, all the things. I don't know. Goodbye.